everyone, welcome back to Aliyah's Toy Channel. My name is B-Dog and next to me is Trinity. We are currently takeover for Aliyah and Peyton since Aliyah was really extremely angry about this and she didn't want to see it or have anything to do with this channel right now. And before we get into talking about that in today's video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Aliyah's Toy Channel and be part of Kids Nations if you haven't done so. And it will make Aliyah happy and hopefully this will get her to come back and host this channel again.
And let's get on to today's video.
This is something I wanted to address the problem and hopefully this will fix the problem as soon as possible.
Just to be honest, I never seen Aliyah this upset and extremely angry like this before. Hopefully we can have some time to sit down and talk to her about it and hopefully we can work this all out with her.
I am pretty upset that Susan would target the innocence of the YouTube creators that work so hard on them by taking away their subscribers.
I agree with you, B-Dog.
This is what upsetting her. And Susan not only targeting her channel and taking away her subscribers, she does this to other both small creators and big YouTube creator like Nugget, Mr. Beast, Funnel Visions, OCI Take Mushroom, Grim Experience, Silly Super Pop and other affected channel. This is also why she left this channel to me in the first place.
Even my channel was affected as well.
We are currently setting up a call with all YouTuber and discuss the plans to confront Susan and bring our fair share. Hello everyone, thank you guys for attending to this meeting.
Hello B-Dog and Trinity, it is very nice to meet you too.
It's very nice to meet you, Lee.
My name is Dave Hitchin, and I am the founder and owner of GTS Wrestling.
My name is Jesse Ridgway, and I am the YouTuber and owner of the Ridgway Studio and the channel McJuggernuggets.
My name is Tom Carter and I am the owner and creator of Funnel Vision. I heard about what happened with Aliyah and I heard that she was extremely angry about her subscriber that was taken from her.
That's why I called you guys and tried to find out why she get extremely angry over this, and I can handle this and get her to understand.
I mean, she has a right to be extremely angry about it because she worked so hard on this channel for 2.5 years.
My best bet is to just leave her alone for a little while until she calms herself down. It probably won't take that long for her to go back to her normal self.
I mean, I can call Peyton so I can talk to Aliyah for you and hope that she would be able to come back to this do videos on her channel again.
Best thing to do is to stay away from her for a little while and give her some time away. She need to have her time alone until she get herself under control and get her head straight. I rather not mess with her or do anything that would make her even more angry, that would make it worse than what it already is. And my best bet is to leave her alone for a little bit and she be back happy and be back to normal in no time.
Okay then, I'll just leave her alone until she's ready to come back and do her normal things like always.
Is she angry at all of us?
I don't think she is angry at all of you. I think she was just only angry at Susan for taking away her hard work of earning subscribers.
Here's the short clip of her being extremely angry. Enjoy.
This is so messed up. She has no right to take my hard-working subscribers that I work hard for 2.5 freaking years.
Hold on there, Tiger. I want you to calm yourself down, Aliyah. Take your chill pill for Pete's sake.
I am not calming myself down after what Susan did to me. She took my hard-working money and my hard-working subscriber I had earned for 2.5 years and she was the one that left me with nothing but this.
I think you need to have your time alone. Why don't you take a walk and cool yourself down and maybe this will help you get yourself under control. I mean, I angry about it too, but I don't start making a big deal about it and create this whole drama about it like you do.
You're trying to be smart, are you?
I am trying to calm you down so you don't break anything.
I kind of feel bad for Peyton that had to deal with her angry cousin like her.
I kinda agree with you, Lee.
This is all Susan's fault. If she would have just leave this poor girl alone, none of this would have happened and everything would have been just fine.
I don't know if one of you can just talk to Peyton and try get a hold of Aliyah and see if she's okay.
I remember the video from a while back where Aliyah, Peyton, Maddie, Kenzie, Aliyah Hodgepodge and Trinity went to the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California to get Susan fired from her job, and I don't know how but she somehow managed to find a way to sneak back into the YouTube headquarters without getting caught and did this to her.
Oh crap, she probably striking us back for what we did a while back and I think we need to notify Officer Vasquez about this right away.
I think we need to tell Aliyah about this so she can notify Officer Vasquez about this and hope that he will fix this for us.
You guys need to somehow get a hold of Officer Vasquez quickly so we can get our hard-working subscribers back.
I'm pretty impressed that we now got a new YouTube CEO, Officer Daniel Vasquez, that got promoted from being a security and a state and highway patrol officer in the state of Utah to being a CEO of YouTube.
Tell Officer Vasquez that I am congratulating him for being the new CEO of YouTube.
Congratulations, Officer Vasquez. We are all proud of you, and you are better than Susan, and we all are cheering for you.
I'll call Aliyah later and notify her quickly and get this message over to Officer Vasquez and bring this to his attention, so he can find Susan and get her kicked out of the building. But how the heck did she even get into the building and no one recognized her?
I don't know. She is a little sneaky and there's nothing we can do but to notify Officer Vasquez and get her removed from the building as soon as possible before she cause more damage to YouTube.
She sneaked back into the building of her workplace where she was fired and forcefully removed from the YouTube headquarters. Little did she know that is considered trespassing and that is a criminal offense.
I thought trespassing was a civil matter.
Criminal trespassing is not a civil matter. Too stupid.
Dave, do you have any idea to get Susan Force removed from the building quickly?
Only way to find out is to contact Officer Vasquez, and he has the authority to remove her from the building entirely.
I am holding her liable for this damage to our reputation, and we are not playing her games, and I am very serious about this.
Don't worry about dealing with Susan, we'll deal with her, and I want you to log as many channel with subscriber loss as you can, and make sure you keep us updated along the way.
We're notified Aliyah Hodgepodge about this, and we'll explain everything to her about what was going on right now.
I bet Peyton and little Aliyah, which is Peyton's cousin. And if you didn't know, Aliyah Hodgepodge is big Aliyah and Peyton's cousin is little Aliyah.
That help us identify which Aliyah is which, so we are able to mentioning the right person with the same name.
I came up with that idea to help with solving the confusion on the person with the same name.
Hold on, you're say that this help us identified what Aliyah we're mentioning.
That is correct, Trinity. Not only help maximize the confusions on someone with the same first name.
Let me notify big Aliyah and let her know what's going on.
Hello.
Hey Aliyah Hodgepodge, this is Lee from Oshitaka Mushroom.
Hello Lee, how may I help you?
I wanted to inform you that your friend little Aliyah is very extremely angry.
Oh no, what happened?
This had something to do with Susan. She strike her back after she got fired from the YouTube and Google headquarters a while back. She was using her advantage by targeting her channel by take away her hard-working subscribers.
But wait, how in the world did she get back into the building without her even getting caught?
I don't know how she managed to get in. I think she was pretty smart on planning on something.
Okay, I'm on my way to the studio to assist B-Dog and Trinity.
Okay then. I'll keep staying on the phone with D-Dog and I'll talk to you when you get there.
I'll be there in 30 minutes. I just left the house and I am driving 30 minutes from River Ridge, Louisiana to the studio in New Orleans, Louisiana. If you didn't know, me and my mum just recently moved from Sydney, Australia to Allen, Texas temporarily, and Peyton's mum were nice enough to allow us to live there temporarily until me, my mum and Peyton would be able to move in with Dylan and little Aliyah when they moved to Louisiana.
I was thinking about moving to Illinois since it was a very good state to move to.
Well, just to be honest, Illinois is a good state, but it's far up north and it's always very cold in the winter and very hot in the summer.
I've been to few states like California, Nebraska, New York, Louisiana, Virginia, Pennsylvania and Missouri. What state have you been to?
I've been to a couple of states like Pennsylvania, New York, Rhode Island, Virginia, Louisiana, New Jersey, Mississippi, Wisconsin, Texas, Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, California, Arkansas and Ohio.
The best thing to do is to head back to California and stop Susan again since she's striking you guys back. This time I'll give you guys a hand so we can stop Susan from messing up YouTube again.
It was okay for the last few years after Susan got fired and there was no problem with YouTube since Officer Vasquez was the new CEO, and now she is back again striking us and YouTube. This is getting so out of hand.
I'll contact the San Bruno police to come out and assist us with Susan. And it's up to the owner of YouTube if he wants to press charges, since she was told to leave the property few years ago, and this right here is considered trespassing and it is a criminal offense.
Well, if you didn't know, Officer Vasquez, which he is both CEO of YouTube and certified police officer with the valid badge, his is the one that will make the arrest, and Susan will be held until the San Bruno police gets here and takes her away.
I did not know that he is the certified police officer. I'll let him arrest her, and she is so going to be locked up for a long time.
I am currently on my way to the studio to go get everyone. We are going on a road trip to the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California, to go help assist Officer Vasquez with Susan that was giving him a hard time.
Okay, I'll be gathering my family and drive to the hotel in San Bruno, and I'll see you guys very soon.
Okay then, we'll be there tomorrow. It's going to be a 33-hour drive from New Orleans to the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California.
Okay then, we'll see you guys tomorrow then. You guys be careful and drive safe.
Okay then, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Alright, bye.
Bye, that is so weird.
So you're saying that we are heading on a road trip from New Orleans to San Bruno, California to the YouTube headquarters to help assist Officer Vasquez?
Yes, I told her that I am going to be there to help her stop Susan from messing up YouTube again. She is taking this way too far. We are doing it for good, not for bad.
I mean, yeah, that is kind of true. I think we need to stop Susan so she doesn't do any more harm to the YouTube platform and bring YouTube back to what it meant to be.
I just put in new YouTube videos of the GTS resting earlier over on Silly Super Pop channel, and I haven't got a lot of views like it used to, way before Susan messed this all up.
If Dave didn't get a lot of views, that means that we all are affected by this.
That is so messed up. It's time that we stand up and to defend our channel from being Susan's target. She is up to no good and she should be permanently banned from having her own YouTube channel or making another one. If you didn't know, Susan does have her YouTube channel with over 131,000 subscribers, which she doesn't deserve it. We should take away all of her subscribers. We should do that to her and see how she feels when she did this to all of us. She need to get a taste of her own medicine.
Hey guys, I didn't know that you guys were on FaceTime this whole entire time.
B-Dog and I just came up with a plan to get back at Susan for targeting my channel and little Aliyah's channel.
What is the plan that you guys made? Let's see what you guys have here.
You know, Susan may have done this to thousands and thousands of YouTube creators, and it feel impossible to fix all the mess she had did. I know when she does it. And she has a lot of track records, and it's not surprised that little Aliyah wasn't the only one that got affected by this. It's time that we throw Susan in jail for a very long time.
I think you're right. I think we need to find a way to strike Susan right back for messing with us. Some put this to the end.
Too bad that I won't be there to see that in action.
I'll send you a video of it in actions, so you can sit back and watch Susan get in trouble with the police.
Okay then.
Does little Aliyah know about this?
Not yet. I'll call her before we leave and let her know about what's going on.
Okay then, make sure she knows about this and bring this to her attention, so she knows about this, and she's going to tell you how to properly handle this and bring the end to this Susan's stupidness.
I'll notify her when the FaceTime call ends.
Okay then.
I have full access to the security camera at the YouTube headquarters thanks to Officer Vasquez for allowing us to have access to the security camera, so we can catch Susan red-handed, and everyone is going to know about this.
Well, let's have a closer look at the security cameras and see what she just did.
She's wearing a mask in disguise. That's pretty smart for a trespassers that use that to trespassing onto the property that she wasn't even allowed to be on, even without getting herself caught or get recognized by her formal employer and employees there.
Nah, she just a dum-dum. She probably going to get herself arrested for trespassing on the YouTube headquarters property. Let's switch to another camera and see where she went next.
What is she doing?
I think she's hacking the YouTube system. She still somehow have access to the YouTube server.
Where is she going now?
Let me check here.
There's no signal to the camera 5.
Hold on there, don't panic. Let me fix this and get camera 5 working so we can see what she's doing.
She probably destroyed a camera on purpose, or she disconnected it so no one knows what she's doing.
That long-nosed pinocchio-looking bastard, she just destroyed other people's property, which is a felony by the way, and not only it was a YouTube's property, she have to pay for the damages and she's so going to be locked up for a long time.
She's messing everything up after little Aliyah just fixed the mess that she did.
Let me call little Aliyah and let her know what's going on.
Hello?
Hey, this big Aliyah, we have a problem.
What happened?
Don't you remember Susan, the YouTube previous CEO?
Yeah, what about her?
She's the reason why you're losing subscribers and half your views. She was striking us back with her revenge for getting her fired. She currently sneaking back into the YouTube headquarters and hack into the YouTube server and did this to you.
Son of a biscuit, how did in the world did she even get back into the YouTube headquarters? She is messing with the YouTube server, and not only she did this as a revenge, she's considered trespassing onto the YouTube headquarters property that she wasn't even allowed on, and plus she got fired a few years ago.
That's a criminal offense.
That is a straight up felony, and under the California law, California Penal Code sections 601 and 602, trespassing, the crime of trespassing is covered under California Penal Code section 602, which prohibits someone from entering or remaining on another person's property without permission. The state of California has established several situations where a trespassing crime could occur.
Do you want me to save the footage for you when I see you in California? I'll have it ready for you.
Yes please, I want to see the footage when I meet up with you tomorrow in California.
Okay then, I'll have everyone get packing and ready to go. We're going to be heading to the airport and fly right over to Los Angeles and drive 6 hours and 4 minutes to San Bruno.
Okay then, I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be bring Mini-Me on this trip since I couldn't find anyone that will watch her for me while I am away on business trip. I brought 2 bags of M&Ms just to keep her quiet so she's not bugging us during the road trip.
Okay then, we got to get going. We need to pack up and get ready to go.
Let me know if anything else comes up.
Alright, bye.
Bye?
I have to go to the YouTube headquarters and locate that camera 5 and fix it or reconnect it if Susan did disconnect it on purpose.
How are we supposed to locate the right camera?
All cameras should have numbers on them. If the camera wires are not damaged or nicked, then we're referred to the server control room where the wire connected to the camera is connected to the network port itself, and locate it, see if she either damaged it or she just disconnected it on purpose.
Let's head home and get packing. We are going on a business trip to California.
Let's do it. Are we driving there or are we flying there?
We're all flying there. I told Lil Elliot to meet us at the Louis Armstrong International Airport by the house. I just paid for 6 tickets for VIP first class flight to LAX, which is the Los Angeles International Airport in LA.
Let's get going. We don't have all day. We need to get going there before our plane departed.
We still got time. The plane won't be departed until 8 p.m. All we need to do is to just get to the airport and wait for our plane to arrive so we can aboard the plane, get to the LAX and drive 6 hours to the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno and stop Susan before she cause any more damages to YouTube.
We don't have any time to waste, let's get going.
Six ticket to Los Angeles, California, please.
Yes, ma'am. The flight will be NK 955 at Gate D. It will be departed soon.
Thank you.
Lady and gentlemen, welcome you on a flight to Los Angeles, and the time there is 4:45 p.m. and the weather is clear at 75 degrees. Make sure you put all electronics away while we are departed here shortly.
Do what we always do.
I have a good plan to stop Susan, and she's so not going to like what we are going to get her into.
Aliyah and Peyton, please keep it quiet back there.
Aw crab cake, how did the captain hear us from way up front?
She must have planted something in here like a microphone or something.
I knew the captain is up to no good. Maybe she has something to do with Susan spying on us on the aircraft and preventing us from getting to Los Angeles and get to the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno to stop her from hacking the YouTube server.
I think we'll be running into some problems along the way there. Besides, I have emergency plans already in mind. Help me land this plane safely, just in case the captain ever being very aggressive or reckless that would put everyone's life in danger.
That is a good plan in mind. That would work, and we only use it for emergency purposes only. We only use it when it happens and only when we really need it.
Lady and gentlemen, you are free to unbuckle your seatbelt and walk around the cabin as you like. The plane attendant is serving drinks and food during your flights. If you have any medical emergency like heart attack, vomiting, nausea or any other life-threatening emergency, please notify the plane attendant right away. Thank you for choosing the American airline and hope you enjoy your flights.
Mommy, I'm hungry. Can I have my bag of M&Ms?
Hold on, Mini-Me. It's in the bag which is in the overhead bin. I'll get it in a minute.
Hey Minnie Aliyah.
Yes, B-Dog.
There's a bag of M&Ms on the wing of the aircraft.
Where? I don't see it.
B-Dog, stop messing with Mini-Me.
Lady and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to Los Angeles, and the time is 9:35 p.m. and the weather is sunny and it is 78 degrees. Don't forget to take trash with you and make sure you retrieved all of your belongings like cell phone, tablets, and laptop. Be careful when open the overhead bin as item has shifted during flight, and please stay seated until the aircraft has made to a complete stop and the aircraft is completely turned off. Thank you for flying the American airline and hope you enjoy your stay here in Los Angeles.
Can I have my bag of M&Ms now, Mommy?
Oh, Mini-Me, you really getting under my skin.
3 hours later, after immediately begging for a bag of M&M.
Big Aliyah, I want you to put the address to the hotel into the GPS so we can get there. It's getting late and we need to get some rest and get ready for tomorrow.
I'm on it, little Aliyah.
You guys can call me Angie. It's my nickname that Peyton called me a while back. And you can call me Angie, that way you don't have to worry about getting confused with two people with the same name.
I see why Peyton and your mum called you Angie. Just to be honest, I kinda like that name and it is a very cute and beautiful girl name for someone like you.
That was kinda true. If you didn't know, my mom wanted to name me after her so freaking bad. But she couldn't because my grandma, my grandpa and the rest of my family included Peyton picked that name, which is Aliyah. It is my real legal name because it was a very beautiful name for a girl like me.
It's funny because my name is also Aliyah and my parents, my brothers, my grandparents and my cousins and aunts picked that name, which is the same name as you. I was born in Australia and you're born in the United States, and we both have the same interest and we have something in common. We both like dolls and we both have a YouTube channel, and we are very nice.
I know that already. You know I ain't that retarded. I know that for a while since we first met a while back. I love you as a friend, and only thing I don't tolerate is someone being very mean to you, and this is something that I don't like, and I would definitely say something to them and I will not take their meanness from them, and they better watch out for me. I'll do everything I can to stand up for you and protect you no matter what.
Well, thanks for looking out for me. I really appreciate that you're looking out for me and stand up for me. I don't want you get in trouble, and it's best that you stay out of this completely so you can be free from trouble. This is not worth the risk.
I completely understand that. If you ever need me, feel free to come talk to me at any time. I am very open-minded when it comes to the opinion about everything.
Mommy, are we there yet?
No, Mini-Me, we're not there yet. We got long way to go.
Should we notify Amelia, since she just recently moved from Moscow, Russia, to somewhere between Los Angeles, California and San Bruno, California?
That's a good idea. Let me call her right now.
Hello.
Amelia, we have a problem.
Let me guess, you don't know how to turn on the TV, use the microwave or use the toaster.
Ha ha ha. Very funny, Amelia, and now let's get to the main point here. Do you remember Susan?
That lady that got fired few years ago at the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California.
Yes, that's the person I was talking about.
What happened? What did she do this time?
She's striking us back. Did you remember the large drop on my channel?
Yes, I did. You hit a large subscriber drop in the last 5 days.
She sneaked back into the YouTube headquarters, and not only she did this to me, she did this to all of the large and small YouTubers, included the beginner YouTubers.
But how in the world did she even got back into the YouTube headquarters without getting out?
That is the same questions that we are asking ourselves.
She's trespassing onto the YouTube headquarters property without permission from the owner. Trespassing is a criminal offense in the state of California and also in all states in general.
Anywho, I need your help. Contact the San Bruno police to come to the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno tomorrow. since she's planning on returning to the YouTube headquarters to steal all of the drive that has the security footage and destroyed the evidence, and she also going back to the headquarters to hack into the system since her first attempt failed, it because the chairman disabled her login credentials so she doesn't cause any more damage to the YouTube platform. She somehow got a hold of Officer Vasquez's credentials to log on to the system as him and do this to all of us including me.
She is so messed up in her head, she is taking this a little bit too far, and I have a plan up my short sleeves. I ride down to the headquarters with one of the officers to the headquarters to assist there by blocking the road and the escape routes. There be total of 9 squad cars on each of corners of the streets blocking 2 ends of Cherry Avenue, and will be 4 squad cars on East Cherry Avenue before Interstate 384 on West Cherry Avenue and 4 on North and 4 on South Bay Hill Drive and 2 blocking Grundy Lane.
So you're telling me that she's is surrounded by bunch of polices?
Yes, I talk more about it tomorrow along with all the rest of the plans here I be going over.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then.
See you guys tomorrow.
Alright, bye.
Bye for now.
What did Amelia say?
She has something already planned for tomorrow at the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno. She going to have total of 9 squad cars blocking 2 East Cherry Avenue before Interstate 380 and West Cherry Avenue close to West San Bruno Avenue, which is both end of Cherry Ave, which the police and squad teams will plan of blocking that street, which is both intersections, and also blocking 2 intersections on North and South Bay Hill Drive including Grundy Lane.
That is very smart. She is a genius and I like where her plan is going. I can't wait to have us all sitting down in the lawn chair with a bag of popcorn and watch Susan get taken out of there in handcuffs and get thrown in the back of the squad car.
Hold on a minute, cousin. You know that we don't have time to be eating a bag of popcorn and watch her get walked out of there in handcuff. We'll be heading down to the police station with Officer Vasquez and the owner. Susan is going to be booked and processed and being charged with trespassing. I don't know if the owner want to press charges on Susan.
I'm glad that we bring some justices.
We are a few minutes away from the hotel.
That means that we have to be there real early before the police gets there. The police will be blocking all the roads, intersections, and street near there, and we're not going to be able to get in once they block the roads. We have to be there early and help assist Officer Vasquez.
Susan probably barricade herself in a room somewhere in the YouTube headquarters waiting for the right time to make the escape from the police.
Well, little did she know, we have all the police blocking the exit to all over the building. There's no making the escape from the police.
The problem is that we never know, she could have a weapon on her.
You got a good point there, Mini-Me. You earn yourself another bag of M&M.
Yeah, I get a bag of M&M.
Better than watching the freaking Rick and Marty.
I really hate that show. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It has cussed word and he was cussing at God in one of the episode, which that is very disrespectful.
It's not for me, my friends and Mini-Me to watch. It gives more of a bad ideas and bad influences, and it's the same thing as South Park and Family Guy with bad humors and jokes.
That's true. Kids shouldn't be watching shows like that. You never know what's happening next, and especially Family Guy with nonsense and sense of humors with jokes about everything, like little things like characters, food brands and stores.
They had jokes and sense of humors for over 23 years.
Family Guy always does that for a very long time.
Hey Peyton.
Yes, Aliyah.
Who is your favorite Family Guy characters?
I like Stewie and Peter.
I like Stewie, Chris, Louie, Peter, and Meg.
I like Brian, Peter, Chris, Meg, and Stewie.
Alright, we are 2 minutes from the hotel and we need to get some rest for the night. We need to be up by 5:30 in the morning and leave here by 6:15 tomorrow morning.
1 bag of M&M for me.
Okay, here's the plan. We are going into the headquarters and locate the hard drive for the CCTV and see if she took it out, and then locate Susan and make a arrest.
Call Trinity and ask her to send us the footage of the CCTV, since she's very smart by saving the copy of the footages of all the cameras in the building.
Trinity, do you have the copy of the footage from the CCTV?
I have the copy of the footage. Susan is hiding in the janitor's closet on the 9th floor.
I knew it.
Do you see anything that was picked up on the YouTube server?
The data I got was, Susan had deleting 200 innocent channels and she had full complete access to Officer Vasquez's credentials and do this to all of the channels.
Do you have a list of channels that was deleted?
I do have access to her personal cell phone. She has an app on her phone. It was allowed her to log on as Daniel Vasquez onto the server and have access to billions of channels across the globe.
Okay, can you send me the tracking location, serial number and IP address for the phone?
The serial number is GXDRY1NHLSBW and the IP number is 192423518.
Okay, I got it. Let me know and send me more information if anything else comes up.
Just to let you know that Elsa Bjergsen is on her way to the hotel that you're at.
Have Elsa call me when she gets closer to the hotel. She's drove all the way from Massachusetts to California just to assist us and Officer Vasquez with Susan.
Let me call her and let her know to call you, and I'll call you back when I finish talking to her.
All right then.
Any information on Susan's whereabouts?
She was hiding by barricade and locked herself in the janitor's closet on the 9th floor.
She's trapped in there and cornered with no chance to escape.
It was a wrong time and the wrong place to be locking herself in the janitor's closet on the 9th floor.
The problem is anything in the janitor's closet can be used as a weapons. She can be using every tools like hammer, screwdrivers, utility knife or anything she can find in there that would be used as a weapons.
That's why we have a taser, Aliyah. We all have the taser out just in case if she decided to come attack right at us with whatever she's using, and then that's when we discharged the taser and handcuffed her quickly. She's probably be charged with battery to law enforcement. Hello? Yeah, I can just give you the address to the hotel since you're already in San Bruno. Yeah. We just getting ready for the meeting before heading out to the headquarters to assist Officer Vasquez with Susan that was hiding and lock herself in the janitor's closet. I got her serial number, her IP address and her IP address to her phone. Hold on, let me put you on speakerphone so everyone can hear you. Elsa, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys perfectly fine.
Tell us what's the plan, Serge.
Since we are assisting Officer Vasquez with Susan, we need to head up to the 9th floor and locate the janitor's closet that Susan locked herself in and make the arrest. She may have a weapon, so we need to be prepared for takedown.
Do you need the information about Susan that I got from Trinity?
Not right now. Trinity haven't fully researched the problem yet, and she is still looking for more information on the current drive, including the serial number on all the hard drive that Susan took from the control room where the network port and hard drives that is connected to the CCTV.
I have a copy of the footage from the CCTV before Susan took it. I think you to have a look at it and see what needs to be done. The camera 5 is not working and Susan probably cut it or disconnected it on purpose.
Peyton, I want you to hold on to the footage until I get there. Do not delete it. I'm going to need to forward that to the detective and they'll use it as evidence against Susan in the court of law.
Okay, I'll have you watch the security footage and then we'll take it from there.
One of my detective from LAPD is coming to gather some more information about this case, and then I have to approve the request and have the judge issue a search warrant to search her house for unapproved and illegal items used that was related to the damage to YouTube platform, that including hacking the server and stealing and possession of stolen item, including equipments that was taken from the headquarters without permission.
All right. We'll meet you at the YouTube headquarters and we'll show Susan who's the real boss is.
We'll see you guys there. Just meet me at the lobby of the YouTube headquarters and we will help locate her as quick as possible. We don't have time to play around. We need to arrest her and get her out of there.
We're on it, Sarge. Leave this to us. We'll take care of this and get the no good looking Susan out of there before something bad happens to YouTube.
Aliyah, I want you and Angie to stay close with Captain Peyton. This is important so that we are properly instructed by Captain Peyton, and I have to go by his instructions as he wanted me to do and get this job done as quick as possible.
Yes, Sarge, I'll go by his instructions and get this job done as quick as possible.
And B-Dog.
Yes, Sarge. What do you need me to do?
I need you to code 4 and clear everyone out of the building as quick as possible and make sure that no one is in the building while the squad teams is performing the task.
Yes, Sarge. I'm on it.
Sarge, I need you to watch the front entrance of the building just in case Susan walks out of the building through there. Make sure Susan doesn't get away.
Yes, Captain, I'm on it, and depending on what the chief want us to do with the building after, we have to disarm the weapon that Susan has planted in the building.
I'll talk to the Chief Ryan Johansson when we get to the scene, and I'll let you know what he wants us to do with the weapons and we'll take it from there.
Okay then, let me know when you guys get there.
Alrighty then. I will let you know when we are on our way there.
and make sure you are.
Officer Thornton, we need you to be dispatched to the robbery in progress.
What's the location?
To the YouTube headquarters at 901 Cherry Avenue.
10-4, we are being dispatched to that location assigned by the chief.
We having witnesses that the suspect known to have a loaded weapon on the premise with holding one of the employee hostage.
10-4, we're on our way to the scene. Please call in the squad teams.
10-4, I'll contact the squad team for backup.
Let go go go.
Dispatch, the first floor is clear.
Did you see anything unusual, Aliyah?
I don't see anything unusual on this floor.
Aliyah, do you still have the keycard that Officer Vasquez gave you last time to open the doors and operate the elevator?
You guys go take care of Susan and I'll go ahead and clear the building like what Officer Elsa told me to do, and get it prepared for the squad teams.
Come on guys, let's go stop Susan before anything happens.
10:59 dispatch, preparing to escort and clearing the building.
10-4.
Let's see where Susan is at. Oh bingo, I got the location pinned on my map.
Susan should be in the server room stealing all the hard drive connected to it network itself.
I already checked camera 2 for wire damages and I don't see any damages to the camera except that the camera was broke off the bracket screwed to the wall itself.
That's another charges on her for destructive property and disorderly conducts.
Aliyah, wait up, there's something that I forgot to tell you.
What happened?
My camera access was hacked, all the footage was gone, camera 2 was broken off the bracket, the server was hacked and log on with my credential and YouTube is a complete mess. Last few years was doing good since I took office few years ago after Susan got fired from the YouTube headquarters.
If you already guess, Susan was the one that did all of this.
Where is she at?
She's hiding in the janitor closet. Angie is standing in front of the door to that closet.
Okay Angie, you stand behind me and make sure you have your taser ready and loaded. We never know if she has a weapon and it can be anything she finds in there that consider a weapon.
Okay Officer Vasquez. Aliyah, if you find or come across any drug paraphernalia or any illegal substances or loaded firearm, just let me know right away, and I'll come and get it so I can properly put it in the evidence bag and safely transport it back to the police station for testing for fingerprints and other lab testing process. And don't worry, I am highly certified and fully and properly trained for dealing with this type of stuff, and I am putting safety first just to keep everyone safe.
Wow, I've been in the police force for 35 years. I haven't been in this tough situations for 20 years since 1987.
Enough talking, let's go arrest Susan.
This part of the building is clear. I'm going to head to the other side of the building and clear out that side. Also, we are code 4 on this part of the building. I am heading to the next part of the building.
10-4. Eğilir isinitin kaki abzer.
Copy that. The subject is lock herself in the janitor closet. We are making closed contact with the subjects. The door is locked. Can you send someone up here with a battering ram? We need to make force entrance to the closed room.
10-4 copy that. We are sending someone up there to the 9th floor with the battering ram and make force entering.
10-4.
Elser, can you give me a favor? Go to my car and in the backseat there's a battering ram on the floorboard and bring it to Aliyah and assist her while you're up there.
Yes, Captain, I'm on it.
Okay, we're count to 3 and we break this door down and get Susan out of there and arrest her and escorted her out of this building so the San Bruno police can take it from there.
There you guys are. I've been running up the stairs to the 9th floor and here's the battering ram you needed.
Okay, cool. Now let's break down the door and get Susan so we can live our peaceful life again, and don't have to worry about Susan getting in our way and ruin everything for us and return to YouTube and do our everyday videos like always, and we don't need all of this drama queen nonsense. This is going to be the last time we're ever going to be dealing with Susan, and we don't have to deal with Susan again since she's going to be placed in the maximum high security prison with high supervision, and hope that Susan doesn't escape from prison. Then that would be really bad and that wouldn't be good.
Let's do it.
Susan, police department, open up the door.
No, I'm not opening the door, go away.
You got 10 seconds to open this door or I'll kick the door down and you're not going to like what's going to happen to you.
I'm still not opening the door. Go away before I really going to hurt you.
You ask for it. Get down on the ground, you put the hammer down this instant or you're going to get a taser. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you.
You probably take the mask off and see if that is Susan. We want to make sure we are arresting the right person.
I want to speak to my lawyer. You are arresting me for no reason. I'll be speaking to my lawyer and sued San Bruno Police Department for misconducts.
Shut up, no one give a crap about you and we are not talking to you, and we are not wrong for arresting you. First of all, you are trespassing on the property that you're no longer allowed to be on and you'll be charged with trespassing, criminal misconduct and assault with deadly weapon against the police officer.
Save it for the judge. We have all the evidences to get you locked up for a very long time. Say goodbye to your freedom, Susan. You are the worst criminal we had to deal with and I hope you plead guilty in the court of law. You had caused a big damage and you need to be taken off the streets and behind bars.
1095. We have prisoner/subject in custody. Can you send the prisoner transportation to the location?
10-4. We are sending the prison van to your location.
10-4.
Let's go.
Do I see a piece of Cheetos on the floor?
Don't eat it, Trinity. Throw that in the trash.
Good work back there, team. We are heading back to the police station and have her booked and processed. Aliyah.
Yes, Chief.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Ryan Johansson and I am a former chief of San Bruno Police Department in the state of California.
Nice to meet you, Chief Ryan Johansson. We flew all the way from New Orleans, Louisiana to stop Susan and it's very nice to be able to contact you guys before heading here. We are the agents from New Orleans Police Department.
As an agency, you're required come down to the police department to fill out the paperwork for charges that is going to be filed against Susan.
Oh, okay. I need the address to the police department so I can do the paperwork and I'll talk to the detectives while I'm there.
I'll go ahead and transport Susan to the jail.
Okay then, I'll see you guys at the police station. Trinity.
Yes, Aliyah. What is happening over there at the YouTube headquarters with Susan?
Can you look up the data on the YouTube server and tell me how bad is the damages to the YouTube server?
When I opened the YouTube website and it turns out that the server was down and the page was unavailable since it turns out that Susan had hacked the YouTube website. I don't know if she deleted any YouTube channels. It's going to take few weeks for me to fix what she did and return YouTube back to how it's supposed to be way before Susan had hacked into the system and deleted 2.5 million YouTube channels. I'll try everything I can just to restore those channels and lock down the server completely so no one has access to them on any personal devices other than the devices connected to the network.
Okay. I'm going to have to turn all the information you provided me earlier, including the information that you just provided me just now, and turn it over to the detective to help with this case and get some justice. She's so going to be locked up for a long time for this.
I agree with Angie.
I need the access code or password just to get in and fix what she just did and get everything back to normal.
What do you mean, Trinity?
Susan went in there and changed the password to both the YouTube server and the security access key to where Officer Vasquez couldn't get into it.
Okay, when I get to the police department, I'll make Susan give up the password to log on to the system, and I'll give you the password to both the security camera CCTV system and the YouTube server.
Better get the information out of her. I need this password to access the website's settings and preferences and be able to have complete access to the database and be able to edit the website and fix whatever she did to it.
Don't worry, Trinity, I'm pretty sure I got all this under control. I'll give you the password when I get it from her and I'll contact Officer Vasquez and have him change the password and give us the new password to access the system in case of the emergency.
Okay then, I'll call you back if anything else comes up.
Trinity, did you just spawn yourself here? How in the world did you do that?
What's wrong, Aliyah? What in the world? Trinity, did you just spawn yourself here? I left you back in New Orleans, how did you manage to do that?
Let's just say, that you should pretend that you didn't see all this like this never happened.
Oh Trinity, you always do this kind of stuff.
Susan, you're going to be here for a long time.
Hello, the chief had asked me to come here to file the paperwork for the charges against the offender.
What your name?
My name is Sergeant Aliyah Thornton, this is Officer Aliyah Hodgepodge, B-Dog, Trinity, and Captain Peyton Casares. We are from the New Orleans Police Department.
What is the offender's name?
Susan Wojcicki.
How do you spell her last name?
Wojcicki.
What was the charges?
It is for criminal trespassing, criminal mischief, attempting battery on 8 officers with deadly weapons.
Okay, do you have all the evidence with you, Aliyah?
Yes, I do. I have all the footage from all of the cameras in the YouTube headquarters and all the informations needed. I would like to hand it over to the detective to help them with the case.
Okay, can I see the evidence?
Yes, sure, here you go.
Let's see. Okay, is it for misconduct? Detective, we have 5 people from New Orleans Police Department with all the evidence to file charges against the offender by the name of Susan Wojcicki.
Please send them up here and tell them to bring all of the evidence that would help us with the case.
10-4, I'll send them up there to you. Go right ahead, the door is to the left and take a right.
Okay, thanks.
Susan, someone is here to come talk to you. Please keep in mind that anything you say or do will be used against you in the court of law. Open the cell number 12, please. Come with me to the interview room.
Hello, my name is Detective Molly Hitchin and I am the investigator of San Bruno Police Department. Before we get started, I need to go over your Miranda rights like you see on TV shows. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to talk to us. If you talk to us, anything you say or do will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to your lawyer before you talk to us. Lawyer can be with you before we ask questions. Your lawyer can be with you the whole time while we ask questions. If you can't afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you at no cost and stop asking questions at any time. Do you understand your rights, Susan?
Yes, ma'am, I completely understand my rights.
Let's get started. Did you or did you not hack into the YouTube server?
No, I did not hack into the YouTube system.
Listen to me, you fool. Don't sit here and lie your teeth out like we're that stupid. We are not dumb. I know when you lied.
We have all the evidence to have you prosecuted to the extension of the law. You are going to be locked up for disorderly conduct, trespassing and assault battery to the officers with deadly weapon.
I did not assault nobody.
That is a goddarn lie. You had a hammer in your hand like you're about to hit me with it when we were in the janitor's closet back at the YouTube headquarters.
You tell me the truth this instantly or else I'll just go ahead and put you back in the cell until court date, and you're save this excuse for the judge and see if she's going to believe you. I bet she's not going to believe you.
Not only you hacked into the YouTube server, trespassing on private property, you changed Officer Vasquez's password to access the CCTV security camera in the server's database. I want you to give me the password right now.
No, I will not give you the password I changed to access the CCTV and the server's database.
Detective Molly, handcuff her and take her back to her jail cell.
Okay, I'll give you the password to the CCTV and the YouTube server database.
What is the password, Susan? You better not give me the incorrect password or I'll bring you right back here until we get the correct password to both of them.
Yeah, what's the password, Susan?
The password to the YouTube database is Susan31 and the password to the CCTV is Lollydoll2092.
Thank you. Do you have anything to say about your actions, Susan?
I know what I did was wrong, and I admitting my mistake. I will not mess with YouTube database and YouTube platform again.
Me, Detective Hitchens and Sergeant Bjergsen will be very nice and to help you, and we'll try whatever we can to talk to the judge and have your charges dropped, but you are still going to be plead guilty and maybe I'll ask about you spend 30 days instead of 5 years in the county jail and put you on 12 months on probation.
Sorry for putting all of you, though all of this was all my fault and I shouldn't have done this, and I know this is wrong and it could harm YouTube in the bad way. I want to turn this around and fix all the mess that I did to YouTube.
Hey Aliyah.
Yes, Officer Crosby, what's up?
Do you have a minute? I need to talk to you outside.
Sure, why not?
I found full evidence that not only Susan was involved in this, Officer Vasquez was all on this too.
First of all, there is no evidences that Officer Vasquez was into this, but Susan, don't stand here and lie about Officer Vasquez and trying to take away his innocences.
I have all the evidence right here.
I need to see the full proof that he was into this and he was involved in this crime, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't say that in there, and I don't know what you are reading.
It says it here somewhere that Officer Vasquez wasn't even his real name. He was a police impersonator and he had been caught and arrested multiple times for impersonating a police personnel and other government personnel like post people at the post office, firefighter, military personnel, and paramedics. He has 9 warrants on him for the same offense.
Let me see that. Okay, I guess you're right about that. I can see that Officer Vasquez was actually Kevin Martinez. He gave us his fake name, fake badge number, even if I knew it wasn't even his real name to begin with anyway. He is a felon and he never even served on duty in Utah State Patrol in his life. He lied to us when we first met him and I cannot believe we had fallen for it, and he was hiding his real name from us because he knew that he had 9 active warrants on him. I guess we need to head back to the headquarters and arrest Kevin Martinez, aka claimed to be Officer Vasquez. I shouldn't have known better. 10:19, we are returning to the YouTube headquarters to make arrest.
10:4.
I can't believe Officer Vasquez was Kevin Martinez the felon. He lied to us about how Susan is treating him. She did something wrong too. Don't get me wrong about that one.
I don't want to do this to him, but he is a felon and I have to do this so that he can clear his name from the warrants, and have his warrants taken care of.
That is completely understandable. You're right about the warrants. What is the warrants for?
He has 5 warrants for not paying few of his traffic tickets, which was overdue and unpaid for 4 years, and couple of ticket are for the last 4 months, and he owes almost 13 grand's worth of traffic ticket. And he also have 1 ticket for broken tail lights and 1 for shoplifting, 1 for possession of illegal substance, and 1 for impersonating a security and police officer personnel.
I am trying the password to access the YouTube database on security CCTV system. I can just go ahead and just edit the website and reverse the system server and restore deleted channels and return the YouTube back to the way it was.
Did the password that I gave you works, Trinity?
It all works. I can now access the YouTube database and reverse all the changes done by Susan and return YouTube back to how it meant to be right before Susan took over as the new CEO of YouTube. This is going to take a while to reverse everything, and everything will be back to the good old YouTube in no time. And not to mention that all the mess made by Susan maybe not be permanent damages and should be easy to clean up. I'll be going in and fix the system one by one, and it should be done in about a few months or so, and that would give me enough time to reverse everything back to how it was.
Okay, good. Now we can have a peace and quiet for once. I don't have to worry about someone messing up YouTube again.
Not after this. Susan and Kevin will be thrown in jail anyway, which means they won't be able to hack into the database again. Jail doesn't have internet, and I know darn well that they won't let inmates access the internet, and they are under restrictions on what they are having access to.
That is kind of true, and you're right about 2 things about the internet and the jail. They have limited restrictions so that they don't contact the person outside of the facility and doing something they shouldn't. When you are in jail, they monitor the usage on their computer, including limiting what sites they are allowed to go to, and they cannot download, install, or save anything on the computer.
It is true, Aliyah. That's how jail works. You are in there to serve your sentences, not have fun. This is the place that no one wants to be. If you commit a crime, you go to jail. If you commit a federal offense, you go to the federal prison or state prison, depending on your crime and the serious offense and how serious your crime really is.
I kinda understand the meaning of jail. In the US, we sometimes have bad cops that get away with the police misconduct and take life of innocent US citizens. Police from my homeland, which is Australia, is very nice, and they are not as bad as it was in the US.
We are good police and not bad police. This is something police do and all the time. They commit the police misconduct and broke the department use of force policy, and not only that, they take life of innocent US citizen and get away with murders. There's something we need to change to prevent this from happening in the nearest future. This is something we have to be very careful about it if we want to keep our jobs. We are striking to serve and protect our city and get to assist our residents in the city of New Orleans, Louisiana, including all other city and department we going to help. Kevin Martinez, put your hands up where I can see it. Do you have any illegal on you like drugs or possession of firearms?
Well, Angie and Aliyah, it's about time you find out who I was. It's too late. I already have the information I needed to access the YouTube database and take over YouTube and destroy YouTube platform completely.
Well, joke's on you. I already changed the password to both of them and there is no way you'll be able to take over and destroy YouTube completely.
You two have got in our way to ruin my plan of destroying YouTube platform completely.
You're under arrest for being involved in the criminal act with Susan to destroy YouTube platform, and you have 9 outstanding warrant for your arrest, also add up to 10 warrants now. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. Do you understand your rights, Kevin?
Blah blah blah, no one care about you two stupid cops.
All rise, the court is now in session.
You guys may be seated. I'll be calling the witnesses and provide the evidences brought against Susan Wojcicki.
Your Honor, would disagreed with the charges and evidence brought against my client.
Farewell, I would call my first witnesses to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor, I have all the evidence needed. Susan was hacking the YouTube server and deleted thousands of channel. I have all the security footage of Susan trespassing onto the YouTube headquarters after she was terminated, and she went on to the YouTube headquarters without permission from the owner. I would like you to drop the charges and sentence Susan to 30 days in the San Bruno County Jail and 5 years of probation instead of 25 years in San Bruno County Jail.
Farewell, Aliyah, would be nice enough to sentence Susan to 30 days in the San Bruno County Jail and 5 years of probation.
I have a series of questions related to Susan's case. Did or did she not hack into the YouTube database?
Yes, sir, she did. Not only Susan was involved, Kevin Martinez was also involved in the criminal act, and not only they hacked into the system, they changed the password to the database and to the CCTV security system, and she was stealing not 4 but 7 CCTV hard drive from the network room where the network port and connection is at.
Aliyah, do you know the time stamp on the security footage on when this incident happens?
It was at 2:15 in the morning when Susan and Kevin broke into the building of the YouTube headquarters and the glass door was shattered into millions of pieces, and according to the security footage, which I looked again very closely, I noticed that Kevin was a getaway driver and Susan was the one broke the glass and stole 7 hard drives and hid in the janitor's closet on the 9th floor.
Okay, do you know what car Kevin was driving?
It was a blue BMW X5 4-door SUV.
Okay, Aliyah, I got one more questions for you.
Yes, sir, go right ahead.
What happened in the janitor's closet when you confront Susan?
She was running towards me with a bang tool, you know what I mean. I don't know where she even got it from.
You mean a hammer?
Yes, ma'am, that's what I'm talking about.
So Aliyah, you're telling me that Susan was running toward you with a hammer?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay then.
Farewell, I would want to see what we find our offender Susan guilty or innocent.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
I would recall to sentence Susan to 30 days in the San Bruno County Jail and 5 years of probation. The court session have now ended.